Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's Uday TV. I'm back again. This is episode 15 of my most recent hunt of coin errors and varieties on my channel, right? So I went and I got a $500 box of quarters from the bank. They were wrapped. I unwrapped them and I searched through them. And this is what I found. I've got 11 different quarters that I pulled out that I want to talk to you guys about today. So let me go ahead and get these unpackaged and bring you in for a closer look here in the next couple minutes. So stand tight and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm back. I've got these coins unpackaged and I'm going to go ahead and start showing you some of the errors that you can look for while you're doing your hunt. So we'll start off with this 1999 New Jersey. And if you look at the obverse here at the 3 o'clock position, you're going to see some discoloration, not really discoloration, but what you're going to see is it's what you're not going to see. When you look over here at the word "In God We Trust," "In God We Trust," you can see that the "N" and "we" are faded. All right, so they are missing from this this coin, and that happens when a coin is minted. There's typically a lot of grease on the dies, the working dies, and when that happens and it punches the planchet, you can end up not having the words come through on the coin. So this is a grease error on the obverse of this coin. These typically go for $2 to $3 for individuals that look for those. It reminds me a lot of the "In God We Rust" error on the 2005 Kansas quarter as well. Next, we have a 1999 Delaware. It has the reverse with the horse like this. In this variety, you want to look at the 9 o'clock position in front of the horse's mouth. You will see some type of die variation where it makes the horse look like he's spitting, and it goes through the right there at the base of the horse's mouth, going all the way through the name Caesar and the letter A right there. This is a spitting horse variety. These are collected by collectors, and yeah, it's just another variety that you can look for while you're doing your hunts. Next, we have a 2007 Philadelphia from the state of Wyoming. It has the horse and the cowboy riding on the back of this. You're going to look right in the middle of the coin at the saddle part where the cowboy is holding on to the saddle. And when you look at that portion of it, you can see this extra appendage coming out right here. And this is the WDDR 067. So Wechsler attributes different varieties of die pairings. This is number 67 when you go onto the Wechsler website and you cross-reference the coin that you find with their attributions. This specific coin has close to 100 different variations of this double die, but this is one that you can look out for too. I've seen these range between $5 and $7 from collectors that purchase them. The next coin is the 2016 Harper's Ferry coin. This is the coin that has the image of the building on the reverse of it. This coin also has close to maybe 150 different WDDRs, DDR standing for double die reverse, that you want to look for. You want to look in the middle of this coin as well at about the 12 o'clock position, the arched windows there. So when you slide your coin under your scope, you just follow it down straight down here, and it's going to take you to the middle archway of the window. So with this one, you can see clear doubling right here of the doubled window. So there's like a T-cross window right there. All the windows should be blank like this. This one does display that extra material right there, making this double die. So this is double die WDDR004. This is one of the better varieties that people look for. And yeah, these can also go between $10 and $15 based on the person that would like to add this to their collection. On that note, we have the same coin, but a different DDR that we're looking at. So we're looking in the same exact place, that window right there at the 12 o'clock position. Wow. All right, so we go ahead and we slide it down here and you zoom in, and we're looking right here at this third window right here. And in that area, you can see once again, this pillar right here is doubled right there in the center. And when cross-referenced with Wechsler, this is WDDR081. So a couple bucks, but nice to have. Next is the 2020 Salt River Bay, which is, this is a double die reverse as well. So you're going to look also in the same spot, dead middle in the root area of this coin. And when we slide her under, you will see this extra material forming right here. All right, all that extra material is not supposed to be there. It should be flush like this right here. When I cross-reference it with Wechsler's, this is the WDDR003. Also worth a couple bucks, but always nice to look for during your hunt. Next coin is the 2021 Crossing the Delaware with Washington on the back. This has a double die reverse. Also in the very center of the coin, you want to look underneath the cuff where he is holding the sword. Right, so we'll go ahead and we'll slide that under the scope. And when we do that, you can see this extra material sliding out right here underneath his cuff. All right, that's not supposed to be there. All right, it's supposed to be all flush like this. So when you find a coin like that and you cross-reference it with Wechsler's, you'll find out this is WDDR002. Also sells for a couple bucks online to the right person. The next coin is the 2022 Maya Angelou. All right, this coin right here. And you want to look around her ears, right? So everybody knows there's the DDR for her earring, right? So some of them have a lot more profound to the south side of the earring. This is the DDR, which shows the extra material on the inside of her earring, right about there at the 9 o'clock inside of her earring. This is attributed under Variety Vista, which is another website. This is VDDR002. And another way to cross-reference this is on the front side, there's some die markers. You have a large die chip right here at her nose, on the top bridge of her nose, of Washington's nose. And then you have what's called a Drooling George right here. So you can always cross-reference it to make sure you have the right die pairing when you get your coins, or when you're trying to attribute your coin, and make sure you got the right one. This next one is a 2016 Harper's Ferry. This is not a double die. What this is this is an error coin. This type of error is, one I don't see every day, and it might be a little bit hard to see what's going on because I put the coin into a flip. I'll have to not do that next time. So this is also the 2016 Harper's Ferry. This coin has been struck through a capped die. So what do I mean? So what I mean is when the coins are struck, there's typically no obstructions, and the coin will come out nice, crisp, and clean with no oddities. Well, when looking at this one, there is, it's not crisp or clean at all, right? So this side of the coin, it's very washed out looking. And the reverse side of the coin is crystal clear, right? Like nothing's wrong with it, just a normal quarter. When I throw this under the scope, you're going to be able to tell that it's not crisp at all, right? So it's very very hard to see any fine details on this coin. So this is the coin that I was showing you earlier that has the window right here, and you're looking for different DDRs in the window right here. So you can see it's all washed out. There's no details at all. So this happens when the coin is struck. What it is, they call it a cap die, because another quarter has been stuck to the bottom of the reverse die. So when it comes to strike the coin, that obstruction is causing a lot of this deformity to be in this coin. It's a really cool error to find. You can see right here, this is the word ferry. You can Ferry. You can barely make any of that out. And when compared to the coin that I showed you earlier, there's just a drastic difference in that quarter. I've seen those, based on collectors. They can go for about $20 to $25 to the right person. Sometimes more if people really want to have that type of coin into their collection. If they're trying to collect those statehood quarters and get one from each state, they can sometimes bring a higher premium. Also, always keep your eye out for these bad boys. So this is a 2012 S Mint mark. So S being San Francisco. Just come down right here. All right, you got that nice S right there. So I always pull these out because these are NIFC, not intended for circulation, and they have a very low mintage. So this only has 1.409120. It is a clad coin, which means it's copper nickel plated. And sometimes on these quarters as well, they will have silver ones. So you want to, which even have a lower mintage. So you want to keep your eyes open for those as well. This is the 2012 San Francisco Hawaiian Volcano. But like I said, I believe they started making these from San Francisco sometime in the early 2000s. You'll find that S Mint mark. And then last but not least, I found a nice 1964 silver quarter. All right, so I always pull out the silver. Silver has a melt value, and it's always going to be worth more than 25-cent face value. So that's any quarter that was made before, 1964 was the last year. So also on this coin, a lot of people forget, but there is a nice double die obverse that you can look for on doubling, on In God We Trust, and on the Liberty. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to squeeze her under the scope right here and look for any doubling on In God We Trust, which we do not have. And then you can double check. There's also a different DDO variety up here in the word Liberty, which it does not display. But regardless, it is a silver coin. I'm glad to add it to my collection. All right, so those were the coins, the 11 coins that I wanted to talk about during this episode 15 of my quest for coin errors and varieties along the way. I hope you enjoyed the material. Still early in my journey as I do these YouTube videos, and as I get better at it, I'll be able to provide you more content. And so go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you shortly. Houday TB.